Trends come and go, but the only trend that will always remain to be fashionable is Jesus. With that being said, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Khomotsa M, the Boss Lady, and this is my very first episode, which I am so excited about, and it is titled Get to Know Me. So this is a story time where I'm going to be telling you about my journey leading into Christianity, what happened, and how it happened. Like, how it happened. So I was actually born and raised in a Roman Catholic home. I was raised by my grandmother and my mother, and we were raised under Christian values, which we attended Roman Catholic from birth. So the only thing that I love till this day is that my grandmother taught us the value to pray. Okay, now that checks out. So I come from a family that is full of women who believe and trust in God, a family that has a lot of matriarchs. So in my family, go na le bomme ba Siaparo, ba CWA, bomme ba Maana, bomme ba ko Wesele, you name it. So, and then the tea is, when we were still young, I would go to all these classes and I would attend the classes tsa ko Roma, and I did literally all the stages and steps, that were building my Christianity. And what happened is that when we were very young, I think in primary, two ladies, now they are very old. One of them passed away, Makumalo, may her soul continue resting in peace. We would go to their house, level. So when you go to their house, and remember that time, it was when Bazalwani, they were coming up, people that are standing for the truth. So we would go to their house. John 3 verse 16, trust or not, I learned it at their house. Would go there like twice in a week, if I'm not mistaken, and they would teach us about the word. I am so much appreciative to them with what they have taught us, the values that they have also instilled in us. So with me here, I've got 3 of my Bibles, and I'm just going to share a bit of a story. So this Bible, it has my name, as you can see, and my surname. And the fact that it's written my high school name, it makes me, I'm not so sure, honestly, where I got this Bible from, which year. But yeah, this is a living testament that I've always been a Jesus girl, okay? So this Bible, it has, guys, please don't mind it. I get. So please don't mind it. Ki Bible the New Testament and the Psalms. Why is not the Old Testament? But anyway, this is where my journey to Christianity as well started. I used to read this, and as you can see, like, there were things where I would highlight, the Bible verses that I would come across. So, okay, story time here. And then what happened, fast forward, is that when I turned 18, I got married. And when I got married, I was told, I need to convert. I cannot continue going Koroma while Kenyalla ka mo motseng wa Bazalwane. I went, hi, okay, sharp, okay. So now my grandmother tells me, and she's like, Miguel, you have to go. Hey. All right, then I go, and in most cases, I used to go with my mother-in-law, my former mother-in-law. I would go with her in most cases, Gadi Sunday, and her little girl, Lasbonia High. So, okay, first time, yay! I get amused to the drums and people using their voices to sing. Sana, when I got there, marriage is a beautiful thing. Let's come mind. But I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. I went there. The name of the church is Peniel Praise Center International, which till today is my spiritual home. So I went there. It was so loud. It was so loud. And in before there was just the foundation, the structure. And then on top of that, hey, bezikhala la ntlhalohanya mos la itse gore zikhala kanjani. Okay, bezikhala, when I left the first time, my ears, when you get to a first your first experience of a place, of course be like, oh, okay, but it was just me observing gore dintang. And by the grace of God, I made friends from that very same day, friends that till today I pray with, which I love and appreciate them so much. Okay, time went on. Now this is me understanding, no man, this was actually God's plan for me to go through all these things. It was just him bringing me closer to him. I've always been a speaker from a very young age. People that knew me even from high school, I was that girl who would always speak, that girl who would always be good at debate. Okay. From there, fast forward to that, I went through a lot. And when I mean I went through a lot, I mean I went through a lot. And each and every single time I'd go to church on a Sunday, I would come back like something. And at the time, the only Bible I had, it was still this girl. Mara, for me, I felt like, ish, flomo dintang, like, why do I feel like everything that is being preached about and being said, so in my previous marriage, I've went through a lot, and I'm not saying that I'm perfect or I did not contribute anything, but I've been through a lot. And trust me when I say God's grace has carried me till this day. So a lot of these stories will unfold as we're going to be doing Dilo Tse Dingata, but now I'm still explaining what happened for me, to get to this point where I'm just a Jesus girly. So years went by, and then I started realizing that I cannot be relying on Bible ya matswale, and for me it felt like this is a whole new different thing altogether. So all my life experiences, they actually pushed me to actually want to know more about Jesus, to actually want to know more who is God. So I literally started putting on, that full reliance on God to say, everything that happens, I'm blessed with a marriage, is from God. Everything that is happening, I'm blessed with children, all those things I would always count to say, literally, this is from God. To a point where I realized that, no man, this thing yona, kineti, yaphila, yatamaya, and then I stopped using Bible, my my ex-mother-in-law. I felt like, I need a Bible. And then I got this, my Promise Bible. And this girl has ever since then, she's been the girl. She's literally been the girl. If I remember correctly, this was bought either Come Books or Exclusive Books, but yeah, these Christian stores, So remember, I was coming from a place where, a lot of things that would happen at church, we would just do the same thing. Like when it's time to pray, we'd all pray, at the same time. We'd also pray Karozari, all those things. Until today, I am not even against any of those things, because they are the ones as well that contributed to who and what I am till this very day. I don't look down on that. I'm actually grateful for all the values that my grandmother actually instilled and taught us. So this is my Promise Bible, and it's a King James version. If you know King James, English elabo thee, though, thy, what. So it actually molded me. So my spiritual father, Bishop Ibi Mushwani, uses King James version a lot. But what I like is that every Sunday he also does, other different versions, and he explains from those different versions. So the more and more and more I dwelled into the Word of God, the more and more, okay. So this used to be, and it still is, my best friend, but I'm referring to before I learned the other versions. Mara, this used to be my my go-to girly. So I'm just gonna share a few things for my Bible in a So my Promise Bible has, so yeah, we can use this. So at the end, it has Bible verses that speak about depression. So if you feel depressed, there's a Bible verse that you can read. If you want to learn more and have more courage, then it also has that. So it has a lot of them. It has a lot of them. Blessings, comfort, acceptance, anxiety. So this Promise Bible is actually giving us, a background and a backstory to say God actually has a lot of promises for us. So that is why it is titled My Promise Bible. So what I also love about it is that with every book, it has, so now just start with Genesis. So on Genesis 26 verse 24, fear not, for I am with thee and I will bless thee. What I love about my Bible is that it has these detailed Bible verses. It actually makes you feel so connected to it. Like, and I love it so much. And then it also has these bookmarks, like, I don't know if you can see, numbers, it makes it easier for you, especially if you are learning. So I used to rely on this a lot because I don't want to lie. So I don't want to lie. For some time, I couldn't open my Bible. For some time, I would struggle. But these actually did me wonders. They actually helped me a lot. So as time went on, as my faith in this Christian journey grew more and more, and I realized that, no, man, this is a very good Bible, and this version, I love it. But there are other things and other, verses that they are not the same with the other version that I will hear. Like, guys, we are so advanced now. With TikTok, we find Bible verses. That we always do this thing that even on our WhatsApp statuses, we will always write and note down these Bible verses. So then what happened is that a very close friend of mine, Dogozo Kekana, bought this Bible for me. I posted on my Instagram that I want a NLT, a New Living Translation Bible. So my Promise Bible gave birth to this new girly. So because already I'm used to having these things, I bought these things online. So what I do now, last year, December, there was a prayer with my other spiritual home, which is Winning with Wisdom Ministries in Hammanskraal. They have another branch in Nelspruit, Kapokweni. So there was a month where they're saying it's a prayer month where you choose a person, where you guys pray for each other, where you guys share the word. And then for that month, I chose Pastor Lola. Pastor Lola and I would always read the Bible, share around 8 p.m. every time. And this was in December. So that's when I realized that, no, man, I need to get this. And then that very friend of mine gifted me with this. So what I do is that when I read my Bible, I will always read and use both versions. So even now, I'm craving for the amplified version. But for now, I'm still happy and I'm still good with these two. These are actually literally my best friends. So my journey into Christianity, that's how it actually happened. I have always been, inverted and instilled, like my values, my core values, everything was literally rooted. So, there's a lot of things, there's a lot of challenges that we find ourselves going through as, life progresses. And for me, I just realized to say, God loved me so much. He loves me so much. And all the things that I've incurred, all the pains, all the wounds, everything that I've been through was literally pushing me to teach me as well to rely fully and 110% on God, of which I am so grateful for. So as time went on, I realized, Horman, I started working at a Christian radio station, Hope Alive Radio. And that radio station is a Christian radio station. So then I started realizing that everything that I do is actually revolving around Christianity. When I get called to come and be a speaker, it has to be like people who are Christian as well, or it's a church. You know, if I'm invited to speak somewhere, if it's all about business, because I'm a God and business girl. So if it's about business, you know, the person that will invite me will be someone that knows me through these Christian platforms. I'm that person that at church, there's times where I'm given certain tasks to do things. I'm literally a social butterfly. I speak, you know. So everything that I do is in line with, you know, my Christian values. So as years went by, literally after my divorce, I started doing videos and I would title them Hey Bestie. So those Hey Bestie videos, I would always affirm and reassure women that it is okay to start over. It is okay to be broken. It is okay not to be okay, you know. So, and I started doing that, and most people, it's either I'm referred to as Homosa am the boss lady or Hey Bestie to other people. So when other people call me Hey Bestie, for me, it actually gives me, you know, the joy to be like, okay, it means a lot of people are actually following and, you know, listening to most of my content. So I started doing that. And then now I realized to say, I actually need to make this like a fully blown go out on a bigger platform like YouTube. And I felt like, why not? You know, because I'm always speaking. So I'm that person who is actually multilingual. I speak a lot of languages. So what I'm going to be sharing with you guys, I'm going to be doing book reviews. I'm reading a lot of books that are written by Christians. So I'm going to be doing book reviews, plugging you guys on things that you should do. And what I love about these Christian books is that while you are reading, they are actually speaking to a certain part in your life, honestly speaking. There's passages that you find and you be like, oh, okay, this is actually speaking to me. And it actually puts you in a greater position to actually want to read more, want to know more about these things. And what I love about these books is that they are actually showing us that no one's life is ever perfect. Everyone is just finding their way and mitigating, you know, from left to right, finding their own stance, you know. So it's actually very important for us to keep our minds busy reading and filling our minds with good and positive things. So I'm going to be doing book reviews. I'm going to have Bible study. And with Bible study, I would like for you guys to engage with me. I'd like for you guys to share with me your own version and understanding of the Bible verses that we're going to be reading. And if there's a Bible verse that you would want me to read and go through with you, please make sure that, you know, you let me know and we do the things together. Let us continue to make Jesus fashionable, okay? And I'm also going to be having conversations. So my bigger picture and my bigger intentions is that I would love to have conversations with other people, of course, which I still need to be praying and meditating about. And most of the people that I'll be having conversations with, I'm going to start with my very own close circle, the people that I call friends, my spiritual parents. So it's going to be unfolding in that kind of a sense. And then I'm also going to be having the Hey Bestie. So Hey Bestie on social media, it used to be on my Instagram and my TikTok. It used to be very, very short, you know. And now I just want to elongate and elaborate further. So I'm actually going to be bringing that conversation into YouTube. So what I love is that what I want to do as well, I want to be sharing my story, my life in a different way, you know, to further explain. So with me, if you follow me on my Instagram, you'll see that most of my captions, I use Bible verses. And those Bible verses always refer to what I'm actually going through, what I'm feeling, what I've just recently discovered. So they are always, always, always speaking on to what is happening into my life. So yesterday I came across an Instagram post that says, you know, people need to stop saying that a person has changed. I haven't changed. I have healed. I have learned to set boundaries. I have learned to put myself first. I have learned to know that my relationship with God is the only relationship that needs to come up at the top. So I'm going to be sharing a whole lot of things with you guys in this journey. So Thank you so much for watching my very first episode of Getting to Know Me and my Christian journey. So please make sure that if you've got any questions that you'd want to ask, let's build this family together. If there's questions that you want to ask, if there's stories that you want to share, I don't mind. We can have moments. I can do Bible study with people. That's how open I am. I just want my channel to be a very, how do I explain it? I want it to be a channel that is very welcoming, a channel that will leave all of us fulfilled, a channel that will make all of us want to know more and be engaged, with everything that has to do with Christianity. So if you don't have a Bible, please make sure that you get a Bible of your own, because the moment you feel, there's times and days where you will feel like God's comfort is the only comfort that matters. And if you've got your girlies, trust me, you will never go wrong. So that is it from me today. Thank you so much for watching my video. Make sure that you like, share, comment, and click on the subscribe button.